Hello and welcome once again to the Penny Collector. Here I have a whole new penny box to go through. 50 rolls. I already checked, they're circulated, so who knows what's in here. Could be wheat pennies, could be errors, could be varieties, double dies, repunchment marks, who knows? Let's get into it. And this I use to put the pennies down. And then I usually line them up here to go through them on the microscope. Sweet! Let's get into the first roll. So just to clarify, as I go through these rolls, I just basically don't show myself opening the roll and going through each one. I basically just go through the roll, I look for things, and if I find something, I bring you in. Otherwise, we don't really pay much attention. But these are looking pretty good. Look, there's a 1966 right there. So a few older ones in there. Yep, these look like they'll be great rolls. All right, I've gone through the entire first row and started into the second row and hadn't really found anything. No wheat pennies, no errors, no varieties, just a few shiny coins to keep. And I just found a really good one. I wish it was in better condition, but I did find a really good one. So 1964 double die reverse. There's this one. It's the well-known FS 801. It's a really good one. So if we look at it here, see that doubling? Beautiful. And look at the S. This is really the giveaway. Yeah. So you can see how if it's in worn condition, it will lose, it'll lose those lines inside there, but the letters will be thicker than normal. But on the S's, you can see that beautiful separation. And if we keep going down, you can see how that doubling continues. But look at E pluribus unum too. Look at that. You can really see the doubling effect. So now that we've looked at that, let's go look at the coin itself. So we start at the U. You might just barely pick up this doubling effect going through it, but the reason you can tell here is that U is really thick. Let me go to a different one. Here's one that's a regular one. And look at that. Look how thin the U and the N are in this one. And I go back to this one, and you see how thick the U is. Okay, so we can see the thickness. And as we go across it, you can maybe see a little funny things going on with the tip of the E here. But then when you get to the S, boom, there's your giveaway. There it is. The doubling at the end of the S. So obvious when you see it on the S. And then you can start seeing it elsewhere. See it in the T. The A's thick. The T, there it is again. The E. Look at the weird end of the E, and then the next S. Look at that. It's so obvious. So awesome. Boy, I wish it was in better condition. So yeah, when you go through here, it mostly just looks like thicker letters. But every now and then you'll see a weird little thing going on. And then you get down here to 1 cent. On the 1 cent, it's less obvious. Once again, it's more just thickness. So when you look here, you're not really seeing much. But you will notice that the tips of the coin tips of the letters look a little weird. And that's kind of giving it away a little bit. So anyway, it's not as obvious down there, but then you get up here to E pluribus unum, and look at that. You can see how part of the E is going up that way. The P, the L is really strong on the L, the U. You can see it all through it, how it looks weird. And that's it. Yeah, see, look at that stair step right there on the end. Well, there you go. A nice find, a really nice find. Oh, I wish the coin was in better condition, but that is a good find. Because that is one of the more well-known and better varieties to find. The 1964 double die reverse 001 or FS 801. Good find. Good find. All right, I'm on the last roll of the second row, so this is number 20, roll number 20, and I finally got my first wheat penny. It's a 42 Denver. That's a decent age. Cool. First wheat penny. So I'm now in the roll immediately after the one that gave me that 1942 wheat penny. And we have another wheat. Maybe we're going to start getting them all of a sudden. I did want to point out I have grabbed 2 Canadian coins so far. But I don't usually show those because I don't care that much. Okay, let's see what this is. Is that a 37 or a 27? I think it's a 27. Wow, 1927. That's pretty old. Doing good. Sweet. So I wanted to bring you in on this 1972 Denver. It's in really nice shape. But what I wanted to point out is I've seen quite a few of these actually, where it's got this little hook on the B and the R. And this is like the weakest of the double dies. And it's also the most common. Like I see it quite frequently. And you can see how it's got these little raised portions on the right side and lower portions on the left. You can see it really well in the D. You got the raised on the right, the lower on the left. So this is the weakest of the repunch mint marks. It's the repunch mint mark 10. And you see what it does with the E there? So you can see it. It's pretty weak though. And on the U, you'll have a little bit on the top of the U. So I've actually seen this one quite frequently. Like, I'm not sure exactly how common it is, but it's pretty common. And then you don't really see any doubling on the date. So just wanted to point that out. I've seen a lot of these. They're probably not really worth much, but it's just cool. The weakest of the double dies, the one that almost isn't. I've got a 2005 here, and it's another one of those really common ones where you get the extra column in the center area with the Lincoln Memorial. Like I said, there's tons of these. Quite a few varieties, and this is one of the smaller, weaker ones. I was looking up on the website, and I believe it's the 013. That looks like that. So, yeah, it's probably that one. I've got a 1989 Denver here. I'm looking for repunched mint marks. Oh boy, it's just machine doubling. Yeah. This isn't actually repunch mint mark, it's just a machine doubling that went off to the side. So we have here a 1973 Denver, and across the back it has this nice little lamination error. So it starts at the rim, works its way across. I like the little glob on the S and the O. And then it ends on the other rim, and there you go. Cool. Little lamination error. So this is pretty cool. Don't know if you can see it very well, but going off of the cent down to the right rim is a die crack. It's unusual to have it on a more recent coin. So let's take a closer look at it. Okay, and there you can see the die crack where the copper filled in, going up, all the way up to there. And that's where it stopped, at the top of the N in cent. Huh. Like I say, it's unusual to get a die crack on a more recent coin. I am a little more than halfway through the fourth row, and we finally found another wheat penny. Wheat penny number 3. Let's see what year it is. Oh man, that's toasty. Let me put it under the scope and see what year that is. 51 Denver. Wow, that's a rough one. Oh well. At least it's another wheat penny. I'm on the very last roll of the fourth row, and another wheat penny. You can see it from the front. It's a 52 Denver. The wheat pennies are picking up. Nice. I'm almost done with the box. I'm about halfway through row 5. And we got another wheat penny. This will be wheat penny number 5, I believe. Nice. Let's see what it is. Is that a 28? I think that's a 28. In really good condition. Again. Was the other one a 28 or a 27? Let me grab that. It's a 27. So we've got a good 27 and a good 28. Hey, I love it when it gives the older wheat pennies. That's fantastic. I have a kind of interesting one here. It's a 1983. And I believe it's got a series of die cracks or some kind of lamination error in the head. So you see that going across and up like that. And if we move it over a little bit, look at that. Another one going down this way, one going up and around this way. And this is all on the head, so in the hair area. Now, this isn't part of the hair because if we take and switch it to another one, this is what it's supposed to look like. So there's the hair up there going across. And see, it's just kind of, you can see the hair on the edges, but normally not a lot going on through the middle. So, yeah, I'm thinking probably a series of die cracks. I think there's the main crack. Come on, cutting across like that, and then you've got one going across there and then down this way. Really cool how it kind of branches like that. So I think it's a pretty neat die crack. And that's the end of the penny box. So 5 wheat pennies, that's about average. Some interesting varieties, some maybes, a bunch of shiny coins, but definitely the best thing, the 1964 double die reverse, really nice coin to find. Good box. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, happy coin roll hunting.